What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. This is episode 27 now on the series. Today, we are going to be adding a monorail into the park, but before we do that, I do have a couple of things that I want to go over with you guys. Now, you might be wondering why the park looks like a ghost town, and that's because I closed all of the rides down, I closed the entire park down, and I did some big stuff. Now, I didn't have to close any of the rides or the park down, but I always like to see how much money we actually make on our first grand reopening. Now this will be. So the first thing I want to show you guys, actually, you know what? Before I start going around and showing you everything that I did off camera, I'm going to go ahead, start our marketing campaigns up again, and open the park back up. And I'm going to hit fast forward just so we can start to get a couple more guests in the park. So in the last episode, we built the Chairplane. Now, the queue that I made was pretty much just temporary, just to get enough people on the ride. So I went ahead and edited it a little bit. Edited, that's kind of hard to say. And added a little pond over here, kind of like what we did for the queue for Super High. And then added a ton of palm trees, a ton of bushes, and a bunch of different plants around the outside to really get that queue scenery rating up to 100%. So the Prestige is now a 566. It just dropped down to 565, but as soon as more people get on it, it should improve a little bit. Now we're starting to get a couple of people in here, which is awesome, and that brings me to what I want to show you guys next, the entrance. You guys know we didn't have much of an entrance, so what I did is added in this, which is a blueprint that you can drop in, and I changed, why they quit? What? Rehire. Oh, he's quitting because he didn't have any work to do. 110, I'm pretty sure our vendors should be making 125. Did I not adjust that? Okay, everyone looks like they're getting paid 125 bucks a month, so we should be good. So like I was saying, it's a blueprint that you can drop down. I had to change a couple of things to get it to work with this wide of a path, but something you guys may not notice is we actually had to move Kamikaze just to the left a little bit. If you can tell by this path here, that used to be completely straight, and the reason we had to do that is because the path just wasn't straight, and I don't remember ever making it stray away from this straight line here. As you guys can see, once we get up to this point, it curves in to the right just a little bit and then continues on straight. I don't remember changing that, but I guess we did. I could have swore right as we made this park, we just made one straight path out to about here, but apparently we altered that at some point, and I just don't remember it. Oh my God, staff, stop quitting. People will go out to the shops in just a second. My God. All right, we're gonna have to keep our eye on that. They're not quitting because they're underpaid, they're quitting because they're underworked. Now you guys may be wondering what we did with our security outpost that we built that used to be right here. All I did was move it over here just because this is really the only area we had space for it. And look at how close the chairlift gets to the backside of the building. This is always one of my favorite things to encounter in a chairlift ride, is things that are close enough to be in reach, because, you know, you gotta live on the edge a little bit, get a little dangerous, see what you can touch when you're sitting on the chairlift. So I did have to remove the information booth out of the backside, and I just replaced that with a door. But our new information booth is in about the same spot, and it has a little bit better looking path now. So plenty of people should be able to go over here and grab themselves the priority passes for 20 bucks. Is what we're charging for those things. Another thing that I had to change with the entrance, obviously you guys can see we now only have one entrance point. We used to have two, but it just wasn't going to be able to work with the paths that we had, so we're back down to one now. I also had to adjust the track for the chairlift because we were having a pole that would drop down right behind this pirate boy over here. So I spaced it out sort of equally, I guess, so it looks a little bit better. Now I already showed you guys the Chairplane queue, but wait until you see what we did out here next to this Stinger. Now really quick, I want to show you guys something else that I tried to do to hopefully get a little bit more foot traffic over here. And when I had 8,000 or 9,000 people, whatever the number was, in the park, it seemed to be helping ever so slightly. So I added these right here, the Vista points. I added 2 of them. This one, the focus point is set on the N in Stinger. Now what the focus point does is basically gives the guests a point of reference, or a point that they should focus on. So if they focus on the N, you guys know we have all the letters in here set to advertise the Stinger ride. So when they get over here, they sort of stand in place for a second, look at the end, and they're like, ooh, I want to go on the Stinger. And then they start hopping in the queue. So that's been working out great. Just over here next to Bumpin' Uglies, we added an entertainment point for Captain Lockjaw, which I don't know where he is at the moment. Now the other Vista point that I added is over here by the splash zone. Plopped it down right there, and their focus point is this sign. This sign is advertising the splash zone ride. Okay, so here is where it gets a little interesting, guys. We had nothing out here leading out to the sundial. We had absolutely no scenery. I think in the last episode I might have had the lily pads underneath the walkway, but I could tell you guys for sure we definitely didn't have a freaking Kraken. Look at this, dude. So this is another blueprint thing that you can place down, but I just thought it was so cool over here, and we had plenty of space. I don't know why I didn't think of putting this in before. So the hydraulic system does come out of the water just a little bit, but honestly I think I can edit that. So not only do we have the freaking Kraken out here, but we have a bunch of pirates, not a bunch, but a couple of pirates up on the actual ship trying to fend him off. Over here we have a beached little raft. We have a sort of pirate port with some redcoats. I don't know why the redcoats and the pirates are fighting. We then have two cannons on either side of the port here firing at the Kraken. I can't imagine they're gonna hit it from this far away. And we have a little pirate campsite right here. Now over here at the exit, I wanted to add a little bit of scenery too. So I have a single pirate protecting his booty. Always protect the booty against these redcoats. Again, no idea why the redcoats are fighting pirates, but that's just the way it is. And lastly, over here we have a little bit of decoration with two pirates and a cannon trying to shoot at the Kraken as well. Their aim looks like it's a little bit off. Something that a ton of people were asking me to do on multiple of the coasters, not just this one, is banking the turns. So I went ahead and banked each turn about a 45-degree angle inward, so the actual ride itself did improve just with that little addition. Oh my god. Gale Faust. Everyone's leaving us. Rehire and change that to 125. Please don't leave, Gale. We love you. But the prestige for the Stinger is now 1,111, which is nuts. I think that's the most it's ever been. Let's see, what's Thunder? Because that's a really good one. 1160, but that's also a classic. So you guys just wait until Stinger becomes a classic. This thing's gonna be absolutely crazy. So those are all of the updates that I wanted to share with you guys. Let's go ahead and start making a monorail. So we have this area over here right in between the Acrobat and the Tornado. I think we might be able to use that. The other area, or the area I want it to land or stop, is going to be over here near the exit path for the sundial. Because again, plenty of space. Seems like a good area to do it in. Everyone is quitting. You guys do not quit on me. Bill Nye quit. Cindy Hickey quit. Well, to be honest, I don't really like your last name. That kind of freaks me out. But I want to keep you. I don't want to have to rehire and then, oh my god. Did we save all these other people? Oh no. Oh no, guys. I think we lost some. Yep, we missed a couple of them. Uh-oh. You guys don't quit on us. Please, whatever you do, don't quit on us. We have so much more to give. Wait, Bill Nye, where are you going? We rehired you. Don't you leave. No, turn around. Turn around right now. Bill, don't you do this. There you go. Smart man. Get back in there. Okay, so apparently we lost a couple of vendors, which is not ideal. Everyone say hello to our newest recruits. Euspio Rang. Nope. I don't like it. Carlito Chavez, that's your new name. Gotta make his fit match with everyone else over here. He will be on the outskirts vendor roster for $125 a month. He is looking good. Allison Trong? Why are all these things so hard to pronounce? Allison Stonks. That's solid. Let's do a black hat, white shirt, white shorts, and black belt and shoes for her. And we'll make sure she's getting paid the same as everyone else, and she's on the outskirts vendor work roster. All right, now I just gotta check everywhere else. Now everyone just got here, so they're not gonna be super hungry right away. Multiple staff members have quit. Stop leaving us. Huang Quang. Oh no, not Oswald Yeager. Period, period. Maybe if we give him another period. God, that sounds bad. Maybe if we give another period in his name, he'll want to stay. You guys, it's gonna be okay. You'll get your customers. Just chill out. Okay, maybe if I change the staff room out here, instead of being a rec room, staff entertainment room. Staff will be more resilient against being underworked, which is why they're all leaving right now. So I'm gonna change that one, and I'm gonna change this one over here. This was not in the plans for today, boys. Not in the plans at all. Okay, that staff room was actually super messed up. It didn't even have a staff perk. Does this one at least have a staff perk? No. Oh god, what am I doing? This one's gonna be a rec room because this is for non-vendors. They have a little bit different needs. I think we're good now, at least for a little while. Should hold them over for a bit. Now let's get over here and try to build ourselves a monorail. Oh no. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, we're gonna have to back it up quite a bit. Alright, so at this point, if we try to do an autocomplete, there we go. That'll work. Alright, confirm that. Dude, this thing looks crazy. And keep in mind, guys, we're gonna have to get a log flume through this area too. So we have, let's see, we have the Pelican, we have the Splash Zone, we have the Raging River. All three of those are over here already. Now we're adding a fourth, that's gonna be the monorail, and then we're gonna add a fifth that goes through the mountain, and that's gonna be the log flume. That's crazy. Okay, so we will say that we're done there. Let's go ahead and finish out these stations. Of course, we're gonna need an entrance. I'm gonna put the entrance, oh shoot. Let's just do it as far over as we can, or should we do it where the train is in the center? Let's try to do it right here, I guess. And the exit we'll do as close to the operator as we can. The exit path should be pretty easy. I'm gonna just try to get it to go over to this path over here if we can. And we can do something like that. I mean, I know it's gonna look pretty bad with the terrain doing that, but maybe we can save it a little bit. All right, we'll take this to sampled. We can bring it up a little bit, and we can at least paint it so it won't look so bad. There we go. That looks a little nicer. All right, let's just smooth this out really quick so it doesn't look so bad. All right, that looks nice. Let's go ahead and smooth it all out. That looks better. So now that we've got our path done, our exit path anyways, let's go ahead and get going on our entrance. I don't want to do anything too weird here. I just want a very generic entrance, something that we can add some decoration to later on. There we go. And we can connect it up right there. All right, now all we have to do is just move this a tiny bit. Let's put it inside of this pole right there. Bring it forward a tiny bit. Perfect. So that'll be the queue, anyways, for this side. Let's go ahead over here and figure out how we're gonna do this. I do wanna do something similar. I'm gonna start by making the top of it wood. If we try to place our entrance, it's gonna say we can do it pretty much anywhere. So I'm gonna do it in the center, kind of like we did on the other one, and the exit as close to the operator as we can. And let's tackle the exit on this one first. This one's a little bit higher up, but I kind of figured that was gonna happen. And we can bring the exit path right behind this pirate ship over here. There we go. That looks pretty good. And we'll have our queue entrance be right there. I don't know how much scenery points that's gonna add for us, but hopefully it does something. All right, operations, this is where it gets interesting here, guys. We have minimum rider load. We're gonna have that be full, change the wait time to nothing. We'll do a 5-second min departure interval, don't block the station, enable the priority pass. The entrance we're gonna do right there. The exit is going to be right here. And now we just have to connect them. All right, that's gonna be the priority queue for this side. Let's go tackle the priority queue over here. I set the other one up with the priority queue in mind, but I didn't set this one up with the queue in mind. Minimum rider load, full load, min departure 5 seconds, priority pass. The entrance will be, oh shoot. We're gonna have to do it on the outside. Do that there. Exit will be over here. All right, and we'll do this side kind of like this. Maybe we can do another small little pond here, or just fill this whole thing with more pirate decoration. I think that'll look pretty nice. So, Station 28, this one over here. We're going to have to adjust this stuff. Ticket price, guys, what am I charging for the Skylift? Because this should be at least double that. That's 10 bucks. Let's do oh god, $20 seems kind of excessive though. Let's just try 10 bucks and we'll see if people complain about that. Ticket price, $10. Station 28, ticket price, $10. It's funny that you can make the two ticket prices different for each station, but all right, Station 28 is gonna be every 60 minutes for its inspection schedule, and Station 27 is going to be every 60 minutes as well, every hour. All right, can we make this thing a 2G train or what? Because I kind of want to do that. Let's see, can we do a yellow? We could do yellow. We got to make it more of a highlighter yellow. That looks pretty good. What is this color? Is that the interior? Oh, that's sick, dude. This is like Subnautica. This is like what we did to Karen. This has got to be pink. Pastel pink interior. Yes, that is so sick. And let's see, what is the black? Is the black the outside? Yes, it is. That is going to be a nice light blue, just like that. The 2G train, that is so cool. And then what is the white? Weird, that's just like accents. Okay, I guess we'll leave that white then. Operator color, he's gonna be rocking all the 2G colors here. Highlighter yellow, pastel pink, kind of like a toothpaste, I guess. And then black belt and shoes. We'll do the driver. Why do they have a driver if there's an operator? That's kind of weird. But we're going to do the same thing for the driver as well. Kind of be camouflaged in there a little bit. All right, no music. That sounds good to me. Number of trains. How many trains can we get? Oh my god. Oh my... What? Can we do 20 trains on this? That's crazy. Where do they stop? Oh, okay, right here. So there's 10 on this side, and there's 10 on this side. I don't think the track is long enough for 20 trains, I'm gonna be honest, guys. But we might be able to do 4. I feel like we should do 2 at first, and then maybe later on we can improve it a little bit. But the train speed, let's try 55 miles an hour. People are gonna hate this. All right, 55 miles an hour, 2 trains, 2 trains. We should probably advertise for it with the information booth. Set advertised destinations, and we'll select that. Oh my god, it just snakes through the entire mountain. This thing's cool. I really like this. Oh wow, look at how close, if you guys can see this right in here, look at how close the 2 train tracks, the incoming and outgoing, look at how close they came to each other. I didn't even know that. I bet the mountain got cut out. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Can you see the other one? Oh yeah, you can. Okay, I'm gonna fix that really quick. All right, that looks a little better. I think I might have to come through and add some lights in here. I'm definitely gonna have to go through really quick and just make sure everything looks all right with the openings into the sides of the mountain and everything like that. So I'll see you guys here in a sec. Alright guys, so I went through and adjusted all of the terrain that I didn't really care for, and I also added lights in every single tunnel that this thing makes through the mountain here. And they're all pretty evenly spaced out. I'm actually decently impressed with the job I did there. But as you guys can see, it's not going 55 miles an hour anymore. It honestly seemed too fast. It just didn't seem realistic enough, so I did slow it down to 25 miles an hour, and I think that's gonna work out a little bit better for us. So this is station 28 to 29, I think, or is it 27 to 28? I can't remember. The monorail will come into the station here. Let's change our camera so we can see what's going on. The doors will open. Some people will get off. Some people will stay on. It really just depends. And once all of those people have left the station, the new people will be able to jump on. Now, I can't really see all of them, but you can see a couple running in there. There we go. That's a much better view, actually. So the queue for this one, anyways, is filling up pretty quickly. It's looking pretty nice. And I think after this group of people, it's gonna close the doors. and be on its way. So this view, guys, right here is probably the coolest one that you can do here. You can see the operator or the driver messing around on their tablet. I don't really know what they're doing there, but still pretty cool. It says Planet Coaster down the side there. Let's fast forward till we get back into the mountain. Actually, I'll just fast forward all the way through this, because either way you get the same experience. It's really, really bright, and then daylight, and then really, really bright through the tunnels again. Man, did this thing turn out cool. No one seems to be lining up for this queue, which is kind of weird, but that could just be because we don't have a ton of traffic over here. We got rides breaking down left and right, but you guys, look down here in the bottom left. We have 9,300 people in the park now. That's why I like doing the grand reopenings, or this one would be the grand reopening so much, because you get everyone out of the park, you get all the new people back in the park, and it's like everything's brand new again. I know the guests probably don't think that, but that's just kind of the way that it seems. Looks like all of our workers are pretty busy now. I doubt they're still complaining about having a low workload. That area is poppin'. Let's check up north here. These guys can still complain. There's not a whole lot of people coming over this direction, and still don't have a ton of people out here, but at least this queue is filling up nicely, and we have a pretty decent looking queue out at the Sundial. Go check on our newest ride, the Charaplane. Oh yeah, that's looking real good. See, that's why I extended, well, it broke down, but that's why I extended the path out here, because a lot of people seem to enjoy this little kiddie ride here, which is kind of funny. But I do think that is going to do it for this episode, you guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.